Hi everybody, we're now into week 6 of this semester and this is what we call midterm week, and there's two things to be focusing on this week. One is lesson plan 7 on neuroethics, which is just really a wonderful cutting edge field in the topic of ethics, and it's really looking at brain research and its connection to our behavior. And then we have the actual ethics midterm, so I'll do that in a minute. Let's open up the lesson plan first. And I give you a little note about what neuroethics is, because sometimes students say, I've never even heard of this field. What's it about? And simply put, let me read this to you. Scientific research, specifically brain studies, offers great insights into the field of ethics. And it mentions that you were first introduced to the topic when you were watching one of the films at the early part of the semester. I think it was in week 1 lesson plan, very short little film there, a 5-minute film, and how the different parts of the brain deals with ethical decisions. And so the more we learn about our neurology, the more we realize it's intimately connected, obviously, to our behavior, and that has huge ethical implications. So let's go ahead and open up the required reading, and let's go ahead and jump right down here to the optional section. Here is Sam Harris, who is a neuroscientist he graduated from UCLA with his PhD in neuroscience. And he's written many books, and he's just one of the great writers because his writing so clear and so powerful. And he wrote a book called The Moral Landscape. And this book can serve two purposes in this class. One, I used to have it as a required. I tried to move this semester and a few semesters ago away from actually requiring you to buy material and have them instead free and all online. So I moved away from this book, but I still offer it in two ways. I offer it as either an extra credit assignment, and it would be a good one, an excellent extra credit assignment, or you can use it as your actual research project. Now remember that right after the midterm, starting week 7, you should be zeroing in on that research project and working on it. And this book here could be, I keep pointing to the book, actually that's his face. Okay, this book here, The Moral Landscape, and the subtitle is How Science Can Determine Human Values. It could be your actual project. So you would listen to it on audio form or actually read it, and it's 5 chapters, and it's just really clearly written with wonderful examples, and just very good job he's done. Okay, so here we have the required reading for this lesson plan. It's 12 pages, which is all very fair and not too much. Patricia Churchland, Neuroethics, is here. Now, there's the Churchlands are from UC San Diego. It's a husband and wife team, Patricia and Paul, and they're both emeritus. And Patricia Churchland is probably even a little more famous than Paul in terms of in the area of neuroscience. Both are excellent, though. And Patricia Churchland has let's open this up for a second. Okay, there's an article here, not written by her, but about her position on neuroethics, and then some challenges that she's had to confront in her research. Whose life would you save? And then brain manipulations, just a one short page. So once in a while I offer these fun one short page ones. The willingness to lie as you're being manipulated by magnets. So you change your brain state, you change your moral codes, which is very interesting. Okay, and then we click out of that and we go to the film watching. And then we have 3 films here. Sam Harris, excellent TED Talk, 24 minutes, watching all of it, not part of it, but all of it. Patricia Churchland is being interviewed. It's a really good interview, and I'm requiring at least a minimum of 15 minutes. And she wrote a book called Brain Trust, and it's about her research there. And then Paul Zak from Claremont University, and he's just, again, I think it's a TED Talk, and let's see, yes, it is a TED Talk. There it is, TED.com Talks. And so that's a very good one. And they all relate. All 3 of those films connect together. The post topic is here, as you see the 2 bullets, and then the exam topic. I always click just to show you the 4 bullets ready to go. I say fini at the bottom of that exam, sorry, right here with my little guy, meaning that we are done with the material for the first 6 weeks, and that's the last midterm question. Okay, and now let's open up the midterm itself. And this is something a lot of students in past semesters have failed to do, actually open up the midterm, because they have the exam questions in the lesson plans. They say, well, why do I have to open up the midterm? Because I already know the exam questions. But what you have here is you have the directions and then the preliminary questions. So the directions are, I have to change the date. This has not been updated, okay? But these are the directions to the exam, and you obviously email them to me, and you email them to me, you title it midterm, ethics midterm, or midterm exam for ethics, however you want to do that. If you don't have an answer to one of the questions, no response, or I don't know, just very clearly stated, so I'm not having to hunt through your material for it, and how long they should be. It's really a wise idea to write up the midterm as a section A on the reading and section B on the films, and then have the different bullets addressed there as different sections. And then the preliminary questions here. And this is the part that students sometimes forget, but I do give points. These are graded. And why would I grade it? Because 5, 6, and 7 are very valuable to me. And I really want to encourage you to do the preliminary, so I give points for it. So the very simple is your name, the posts that you've done, and have they been on time, and how many did you complete. And you supply me with those posts in your website. Here you don't have to supply them. Here you're just answering that question, but make sure that they're on your website. And the reason why is that way I don't have to go during grading time. It's very hard to convey how intense it is for me, and to go back into Moodle and constantly do that search, and then advanced search the forums, and then the advanced search, and pull up your work. I can do it. And I do it some cases where something looks fishy on your website, and I don't like, I know you've done more posts than are showing or something like that, but definitely put it all into your website. Make my job easier is what I'm asking you to do. Thank you so much. Okay, so the readings of the films, and did you watch all of them, and do you have a favorite, and all of that, the hours you put into the class, and does it match what you think I suggested it would take you. Now 5, 6, and 7 are the most important. This is the research project, and I want a progress report, and you are actually getting points for that progress report. It's telling me what you plan to do, and I think I offered you 5 things this semester for your research project. Let's go through them. There's the field trip option, there is the book option, there is the Skeptic Society lectures at Caltech, there is the Ethical Theorist, which is a really good one, but you have to read the primary material, and then the 5th one, and these are not in any order, was the ethical topic that we have not covered. So you wouldn't cover neuroethics, you would cover something different. Okay, or you would not cover abortion, you cover something different. So that would be very important to give me a progress report. When do you plan to do it? Where do you plan to go if you're going on a field trip? Are you going with any classmates? Just really set it up and propose what you're doing so I can give the approval on that. And then number 6 is very important to me. It's so far your favorite topic, your favorite film, your favorite philosopher, your favorites that you've enjoyed so far. And then number 7, your personal reflection. And spend some time on 6 and 7, and 5, 6, and 7, because again, it's being graded and given points. Okay, and then you have the exact exam questions that are already in your lesson plans, and they're all been exposed to you from the beginning of the semester, so you've known about them, and that would be the conclusion of that midterm. Extra credit lesson plan is lesson plan 4. And again, it's not required. It's just it's for some points, but it's not going to make or break your grade. But if you're a borderline grade, it may help definitely. And then right after the midterm, we move to religion, atheism, animals, environmentalism, and ethical heroes. So that would be some good topics to look forward to. Okay, and I'm clicking back here, and I wish you all the best of luck on your midterm, and I look forward to reading your brilliant, brilliant work. Namaste.